Hey everybody, good evening, good evening. How y'all doing? This is Lady Dash of AM 1490 WMBM. Listen, I jumped on real quick. You see Mr. Joe Riley up in I believe the right hand corner. Y'all probably seeing him just like I am. And down at the bottom, MJ Smith. All of us are from AM 1490 WMBM, and we just jumped on really, really quick to tell you all about an extraordinary event that's happening this Friday night that we want you all to be a part of. It's Sing for a Cure HIV and AIDS benefit concert. It's a free concert. We want you to bring your free will offering. However, we do want to educate and bring awareness to our community about this, I would say, pandemic that has plagued our community for so many years. So, Mr. Riley, I'm gonna bring you in, and then MJ, you can chime on in. Oh, there you go. You in your house now, Mr. Riley.
No, I
You
don't.
can't use the background.
I can't use the same background. Come on.
So,
Well, we could very well have the same designer.
okay.
Oh wow!
Or y'all could be in the same house.
Did I lose
Hey,
you?
Glenn. Hey, Jeanette, Patrick. Thank you all so much for tuning in. So, Mr. Riley, can you just chime in really quick and tell them all about the HIV AIDS benefit concert, Sing for a Cure, that's happening this Friday night?
Yes, it's the Family Foundation. I don't know if I'm not seeing you all see my screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. There you go. It's the Family Foundation. Reverend Baxter is the president for 30 plus years. And what we deal with is the HIV and AIDS population, bringing awareness to the community, especially in Dade County. Um, and this is a week of prayer for the cure and the healing of AIDS, HIV. And it's a personal thing with me, and it's a personal thing with the foundation. And this is what we do exclusively. And just to give you an idea, Dade County continues to rank
Wow.
number one in the entire United States for newly reported cases of HIV and AIDS infection. And that's powerful. So that's information that needs to be put out there. Okay. We're number one. And they tell me that the 33147 area code is heavily populated with it.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And the percentage, let's say, the number of people living with HIV in Dade County is 27,000. 76% are men, 23% are women. And the ages from 25 to 44 make up 31%. Ages 45 to 59 make up 38%. And age 60 plus, can you believe it? Age 60 plus, 27%.
Wow. Yeah, those percentages are high. So what you all are doing is very necessary. And those of you who know me know that I'm a stickler about bringing education and awareness to the community. And I had no idea that Miami-Dade County is number one in the nation.
That's right. In the United States, that's right. And
Wow.
And it wasn't always like that.
it wasn't
No,
always like that. It wasn't always like that. And people don't know. So, and see, people always think that it's a sexual thing, but it's
right.
not. It's not. My brother, and why I'm a crusader about it, my brother died of AIDS, and but he was intravenous, with drugs when he came in from
Wow.
Vietnam. When he came in
Yeah,
from Vietnam, he got hooked over there, and he came here. And once you get hooked on drugs like that with the needles, it's hard to turn back. It's
absolutely.
hard to
And
turn
you
back.
kn- and you said it right. You said it right because I myself have a family member that has been diagnosed for many years with HIV. So, with the percentages that you just rang out, Mr. Riley, that tells you that at least one person either knows someone, heard of someone, or have a family member
Right,
that has contracted HIV or the AIDS virus.
right,
Um,
right,
MJ, jump in here.
Well, I personally um, have had a family member or family members who were diagnosed, passed away, and are no longer here. Um, for me, it's a big thing because at one point, it used to be a stigma of it being a same-sex disease, and it's
right,
it's not necessarily a same-sex disease.
right,
It's not necessarily a disease that you can contract just by having sex, like Mr. Riley said. You can get it from intravenous drug use,
right.
and the kids today or people today are more laxed about it than they should be. This is a disease that most of us don't talk about.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It's one of those things that, many people could be walking around with sitting next to you, but
That's
the
right.
stigma and the shame is still there.
Right,
So, in order to not be shamed or ridiculed, people hold it in.
right.
Absolutely.
And that is so true, MJ, because you can be sitting right across the table from somebody who is infected. And
Right.
here's the thing: at one point in my life, in my career life, I had a substance abuse independent living facility with a
Hmm.
partner, and we were dealing with the dual diagnosed people who had a psychological problem as well as a drug problem, and most of them was like HIV. And
Right.
that's when I realized that this is a community that is people have that oh God syndrome
Hmm.
when they come around.
Right.
And I've learned to embrace that community because they need love too. Okay. They can't be outcast because of the disease. And you got to show you got to show compassion.
Absolutely.
You got to show compassion, and and I'm strongly for that, showing the compassion because and as I was saying, I had a young lady in our little small facility. She was from Boston, and that was my first time being close and one-on-one. She was a young lady from Boston, a white family, and she had it. And I remember many times I had to take her to the hospital and sit with her overnight
Wow.
because that was the thing to do. I felt okay. And then when she went back home to Boston, and she passed away,
Wow.
and her mother wrote me this long letter thanking me for the care that I gave her daughter. And I didn't think that the daughter talked about that. And I said to myself, Mom, I got to frame that letter because it means so much because of that incident.
Absolutely. And we just don't know. We just don't know what people are dealing with. And you said it, Mr. Riley. You can be sitting right across from someone that has been diagnosed with HIV, AIDS, and they're afraid to tell somebody. They're
Exactly.
afraid to talk about it. So they feel like they have to internalize all of these emotions and all of these feelings. And a lot of times when they do that, it plays an even harder role on your health and
Yes.
on your immune system because your immune system can't fight the way that it should because you're mentally stressed and it sends your body like into a de-stress form, right? So it
Right.
can't heal, it can't do it what the body is called to do because the body really can heal itself. However, when you have a lot of other factors like the stress and the shame, it's hard for the body to do what it needs to do. So we
Exactly.
need to just show love to each and everyone, regardless if you know what they're going through or not, because that what you did for that young lady, it probably kept her alive longer
Right.
because her having nobody She probably would have just gave up. She probably would have committed suicide. You just don't know what mental space she would have been in. And this is why it's so important, you all, to come out and to hear a lot more of this information. Get educated on HIV, AIDS, um, and how it's plaguing our community and what you can do to help. Um,
Right.
Yes.
so we're having this benefit concert, and the three you see, we're going to be hosting for that night, and we're going to have a great time. We're going to just bounce off of each other, and we're just going to have a great time. It's going to be a
Right.
celebration. It's You're going to get educated. It's just going to be so many other things. And y'all
Yeah.
know when me and MJ get together.
I'm gonna
But
get
Des, let me
somebody.
just say this. Let me just say this to anybody that's watching us and dealing with the disease. We're not saying that it's not your business, but what we're saying is that if you choose to keep it to yourself, that's fine. But make sure you know your status. Make sure you're getting treatment. Make sure you have an outlet, whether it be people at the doctor's facility, some type of outlet where you can, or someone that you can trust, that you can talk to when you feel that that burden is so heavy on you. So if you choose to keep it to yourself, that's fine, but definitely know your status and have an outlet. There are plenty of numbers that you can call where you can just talk to people. It's a situation where the numbers have began to skyrocket. We have babies now that are having babies, and when you're having sex with people, if you don't know what their sexual history is, then you've just possibly became another candidate for what could be something detrimental to your life. So
Absolutely.
we
Yes.
are we are trying to bring awareness, um, to a situation, to um, a lifestyle, because that's what it is. It's all about adapting to your lifestyle. If you are someone that's living with HIV/AIDS, it's all about the mentality of how you're going to change and now adapt to where you feel that you can carry on. And if you don't feel that way, come join us on Friday night, because we are surrounded with hugs, because that's just who we are, to help
Right.
you, let you know that, you know what, this is not the end.
And you know,
Absolutely. And
and you know,
also, it's going to be a lot of resources there,
Yes.
yes.
where if you feel that you need to talk to somebody or you need to connect, that would be a great place to come on Friday night to make those connections, to meet and greet, to network with others that may have the disease or have the virus, and they can help you. They can pull you through. It's going to be a lot of resources. Can you tell us about the resources, Mr. Riley?
Well, there is you have Care Resource that's on Biscayne Boulevard. Deals strictly with HIV/AIDS clients, and they have all the pamphlets that you need, all the social services that you need, and then you have CAN Community AIDS Network. They also have, they will be there giving out pamphlets, giving out condoms, giving out all kind of pamphlets that you can have. And MJ, you had mentioned about calls. I got a number. It's 1-800-352 AIDS. 1-800-352-2437. That's the hotline where you can call and get all the social help that you need. I have met by going to different meetings in Dade County at different churches, and you have people testifying that they live 38 years with the virus because the medication and stuff
Absolutely.
is getting better.
Yeah,
It
because
wasn't like it was before.
yeah, at one
Absolutely.
time, there was, once you were diagnosed, it was a death sentence. But
Yes,
medications have come so far these days, to where, if you get on a particular regimen, or you get on medication and you take it religiously, you can live for many years.
many
So
years.
it's definitely not a death sentence anymore. But the key to it is knowing your status.
That's right.
Absolutely.
It
Not,
don't be that.
don't be afraid to go get
That's
checked.
right.
And
That's right.
and it's not just HIV, AIDS, it's so many other things that our community, they don't go to the doctor.
Right.
Especially the
Whether
men.
where
Especially the men.
absolutely, especially the men, whether it's diabetes or whatever the case may be,
Colon
if
cancer.
they're feeling something different in their body, they don't want to go to the doctor to get checked out.
Believe it or not, you can catch things faster and early when you go get checked out.
Yeah.
And right now we have different locations where they're being tested. I don't have the list in front of me, but from different churches. I should have had it in front of me. But you go anywhere, your doctor can test you when they do your physical examination, because I make sure my doctor check me all the time. Not that I'm out there having fun, but it's
Hmm.
good to be checked and know your results, your status.
Absolutely.
And that's what I
Absolutely.
tell people,
Yeah,
And we
because
just want to say thank you to all our viewers who's watching. We have Regina Williamson. She's saying, good evening, Gina. Lady Jeanette Patrick. She's in Texas.
oh
She's in
yes,
yes.
Texas, and she said, "I will keep the event in our prayer call." Thank you, Lady Jeanette. And she says, "Love you all. Have have to get ready for our broadcast tonight." Okay, and she's going to keep the event in prayer. So we just thank everybody. Glenn, thank you so much for tuning in. And those who even going to watch the replay of this. But we just wanted to take time to really stop and invite you out to the benefit concert. So, Mr. Riley, can you inform them on the benefit concert and what's going to be happening?
we're going to have choirs, and we're going to have quartet singing, and we're going to have a doctor there to talk about other things, and we're going to have a good time. And we want to fill the house. This time we're having our local artists. We're not having no out of town artists. We're having our local artists. We have the Sea Lord Seas, the new Sea Lord Seas. We have the Ziegler family. We have John Muchette, fine gentleman, and we
Hmm.
have um, Greater Fellowship Choir, along with Friendship. Is it Friendship Holiness?
Yes, Friendship Holiness Praise
Friendship
Team.
Holiness Praise Team, and my Cavalry Choir is going to be there. So we're going to have a night full of, when I went to
Deacon
Brown's,
Riley.
huh?
Deacon Riley, Des didn't tell you
What's that?
she's
Tell
doing
him
a
what?
solo.
She gonna do
No,
a solo? You're dead,
no, no, no,
man.
no.
And I'm excited because I wanted you all to be a part of this, and I'm glad you all accepted, because uh, you all are great at what you do, and you will bring the thunder. So if I step back and turn it over to you guys,
I think that's the plan. MJ, this sound like a setup.
you know, but like, Reverend Baxter is excited about it, and he's excited about the fact, MJ, that you want to get involved. And
Yes.
he's big time excited about that. So I want you to know this is gonna be at 1855 Northwest 119th Street, Bethel Apostolic Temple. Pastor um, Carol
Well,
Nash
that's
Lester,
Lester.
very fine young lady. She's at all our events. And tomorrow morning we're having a prayer breakfast at Bethel. A lot of the pastors coming in. So we're a strong organization. We just want people to come out and be aware that this
Yes,
is a cause.
yes. So, like I said, we just wanted to jump on really, really quick to inform you all of what is happening this Friday night, March 8th at Bethel Apostolic Temple. Give the address again, Mr. Riley.
1855
1855.
Northwest 119th Street in Miami.
And what time does the concert
7,
start?
7 p.m.
7
Sharp,
p.m. And listen,
sharp.
Mr. Riley starts on time. They start on time over there. So please make plans to attend. If you got to work, listen, just get off of work and just drive right on over there. You know, we're all going to be there together. We want you all to have a great time. We want you all to be educated and informed on, where we are with this disease in our community. And right now, we are ranking number one in Miami-Dade County. So listen, we ask that you all watch the replay. If you missed any information, if you have questions, I'll put our information in the bio below so you all can contact us if you have any questions, any concerns about the Family Foundation. They'll be able to assist you there. So thank
Thank you.
you, Mr.
Thank
Riley.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
MJ.
you.
I know you have a show that's
Thank
ending,
you.
so we're going to get out of here. Thank you all for watching. Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good
Good
night.
night.